Hey guys, this is Heather Hope. How are you doing? Happy Monday. So, I wanted to talk today about actually just Monday mindset. I think I might start doing this to get you guys started on the right foot in the beginning of the week. Okay, so I want to have this kind of as a reminder, kind of like a reset, refresh for the week of a couple of things. Like, who are you? And what is it that you want? I think these questions are super important when it comes to manifesting. So, who are you? Like, who is that person you are creating, that you are becoming, right? So, I like to start with the I am. Like, I am powerful. I am confident. I am the best at what I do. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am always attracting the best opportunities, whatever that is. So think of all the things. It can include, like, I am the greatest wife. I'm the greatest husband. I am the greatest mom. I am a rock star at work. I am the greatest at whatever my profession is. And then also all the things that you are manifesting currently. Hold on. I gotta turn off all my notifications. Who are you becoming? Like, who is it that you want to be more of? Like, if you're losing weight, I am whatever size, I am whatever weight, I am super sexy, I am whatever. Make this giant list of who you are, like in the greatest sense, right? And all the things that you are becoming, that you are currently manifesting. The more you do this, the more you will become that person, like very quickly. So that's the who are you. And then the other part is, what are you manifesting? Like, what do you want? What are all the things that you want in your life? And you just write a whole bunch of statements of those things. So do this. These are a lot of the things that I've done for a long time, but in my notebook, I have a couple of master lists of affirmations of all the things that I focus on. And, some of them are, like, I am the God of my reality. I'm the only one who chooses my reality. I am powerful. I am treated like a queen. I'm treated, very well by everybody around me. Everyone in my reality caters to my every wish. Not everything needs to be I am. Don't worry about that. But a lot of them, the whole I am thing is very powerful. But you can say anything. You can say anything. So I have a master list that I will run down. I also have rules, which I don't know if we've talked about. I know I've talked about that when I did business coaching in the past. I would have my clients create the rules of their business. Like, one of my rules was always, I don't need to get on the phone to sell anything. When people find me, they instantly know they want to work with me, that sort of thing. That's just a mindset. That's a rule in my business. Whether or not I change that, I don't think I need to. It would be out of something I want to do. Like, do I want to talk to the person first on the phone before I'm like, yeah, let's work together for 3 months, 6 months, however long, right? That would be a choice, because sometimes I've gone down that route of like, but now I'm stronger in my belief that I work with the best clients. I have dream clients. All my clients are success stories. Like, I'm able to manifest that. Like, every person I work with is a success story. Like, that's what it's going to be. So create rules. We can do a whole nother video on rules, but like, everyone in my reality caters to my every wish. Because, going off of like, everyone is you pushed out, and Neville Goddard, and the whole concept of that no one has free will in your reality. I absolutely love that. But, that everyone bends over backwards And this is the same stuff that Abraham said. Abraham does say this stuff too, of that, everyone will bend over backwards to give you what you want. The key is that you have to focus on what you want. You can't focus on it for a minute and then doubt it the rest of the day. Playing that tennis match in your head of like, oh, I don't think so. I want this, but that's not staying in alignment with your desires. We talked about alignment a while back. Of alignment is just focusing your thoughts on what you want. So when you decide what you want, you have to keep your focus, your thoughts, your words, like your stories, your conversation with people. Sometimes I do have a difficult time talking to people about certain things. And, one thing that I really noticed recently is I rarely complain. There's a moment here and there, but it's usually about other people. That's typically all I complain about, but which I know creates more of the story. I go down the rabbit hole with certain people of complaining about certain people, and I'm just rolling my eyes at myself because I know that I've created all of this. So I'm like, I have to change that story. But about myself, I rarely ever complain to anyone about anything about like myself personally, about like anything about like financial or anything that I'm manifesting or anything in my life. I just don't complain. I don't talk about the things I do not want. When it pertains to me personally, it's a rare moment. And when I do, I'm like, nope. Okay, what is it that I do want? And like I've corrected my husband so many times that, like he does it too occasionally, and then he'll correct himself because it's like, no, what is it that I do want? Well, I want this. Or I'll just ask him, what is it that you do want? That's pretty much, nipping it in the bud of like, okay, when someone tells me something they're complaining about, I'm like, well, what is it that you do want? Right? We don't have to go down that story because when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. That's why you're complaining about it, right? So, just turn back downstream, right? Turn back downstream. So turn it around. In this moment, right? Time doesn't exist, so it's all right now. So what is it right now? You can turn it around in an instant by just refocusing on what it is that you do want. So this is Monday Mindset, a reminder of write it down, focus on who you are and what you are manifesting, what it is that you desire, and keep your focus on all of that all day, every day. Okay, guys, that's it. So I was answering a question somebody asked about, she didn't feel like doing her affirmations. But she was feeling low. Well, she was feeling low, so she didn't feel like doing her affirmations or her mindset work, right? And I told her, I said, because she was asking, how do you get out of that? And I'm like, doing the work. Like literally that is the work. That's what I told her. I said to get out of that because I've done this. I struggled with this for years. And it's like the work, that is the only work that you have to do is the mindset work, the mind work, right? That's it. And you will get out of it. That's it. It's kind of like exercise, right? If you don't want to go do it, but once you start doing it, you start feeling better. It's exactly the same thing. So when you're feeling low, because that's the indication of like, oh, I haven't been feeding my mind enough good things to focus on. So that's why affirmations are amazing. They really can just turn you around because affirmations are just statements, right? And, they turn into beliefs after a while. They turn into a thing that you keep saying or a thought that you keep thinking becomes a belief at some point. You start getting evidence of it. Once you start thinking about something, you start getting evidence of it. And then it becomes a belief because you saw it, right? So that's it. So you just think the thoughts until you see evidence, and then you're going to be like sold on it. And you're like, oh, hell yeah, that worked. So that is all for today, guys. I will be back on Wednesday. I am putting together some stuff on self-concept. I'm going to do some sort of freebie for you guys. I'm trying to work on it today. I'm working on it throughout the last couple of days on how I'm going to do this. But the biggest thing for manifesting is your self-concept of how you see yourself and how you see the world around you, because it all reflects back to you, right? So how you see yourself is how others will see you. So one of the first things I really want to write, because it's going to be something written, it's going to be saying that you're perfect already. So like, say you want to date someone, but say you are 50 pounds overweight or 100 pounds. It doesn't matter. Literally does not matter. Circumstances don't matter, right? So a lot of people will be like, well, I don't want to do anything until I lose weight. Well, the better thing to do is work on your self-concept of like, I am beautiful now. I'm beautiful now. You can work on the affirmations of losing weight. Absolutely. Better yourself, because it is better. I've been all over the place on my size and weight, but I feel amazing when I'm at a lower weight. So, that really helps my confidence level. That helps my self-esteem, all of that. But it doesn't have to be that way, because it doesn't matter. Because since no one has free will in your reality, it doesn't matter. People fall in love with people all the time. So it literally doesn't matter. As long as you work on your self-concept of, all men find me attractive, or I am so beautiful, everyone wants to go out with me. Everybody wants I don't know how my notifications are like on not silent anymore on my phone. I don't know how my phone acts like it owns itself. I don't know what's going on. But so it doesn't matter. None of this matters. The only thing that matters is how you see yourself. And you don't have to see yourself that way at first. If you don't feel like you're beautiful and you're affirming you're beautiful, you just have to kind of get through that or find things that do make you feel beautiful, or find a different affirmation if you really, really despise it. But, work on your self-concept first. So I have another friend who kind of was pursuing someone, and she's not getting any of this stuff. She's very, very new to all this. So she doesn't, understand what we're talking about. So, she was doing too much action in the 3D, because I don't do action in the 3D. Like, I do very little action in the 3D. I do most of my work, in my imagination, and then watch it unfold. And, I take inspired action here and there, and just whenever it feels right, and things are working out perfectly for me. So because I just don't force the 3D to conform, or, to be that human that is just going to force something, because it doesn't work. But I was trying to convey that to her, but, somebody who's very new to all this isn't getting it. So I'm like, so she tried I don't know, but she ended up getting blocked from the guy. So where was I going with this? Where was I going with this? I don't know. I was stressing the mindset work, which I'm not sure if she understood what that meant, because, it's kind of hard. Like I said before, it's kind of hard to talk to regular humans out there in the world, because like how I talk to you guys is how I talk to everybody. And if they're not on board, then if I know they're not on board, I just don't talk at all. It's, here, that's not true either. I do talk, but I kind of turn that side of me off and just kind of go with where they're at. Like if they talk about God a lot or something like that, that's fine, because it all relates. I can talk, in a different kind of way, but a lot of people don't quite get this yet, but we still try. So I wonder if I lost my point on that one. What was the point of that one? Sorry, guys. I'll probably remember it as soon as I click stop, right? And then I'll be like, damn it. So, um, oh, now I know. Here we go. Um, Something came out in the 3D with this guy that was unpleasant. And so we know in the Neville Goddard law of assumption stuff that if something unpleasant happens, don't react, right? When we react, it kind of makes things worse, and it's not fixable, because everything's fixable, but it's frustrating when you react, and then it's like, then something happens. But so she had said, well, it's better to know this about him now. I don't need this. I deserve better. And the problem with that was, until you fix your mind and your self-concept, this is exactly what will continue to happen, right? So I didn't say that. I just let it go because she's not there yet. She's feeling hurt, so I'm not gonna like, well, you're gonna just get this, because I got it. Once I got into that with a person. It's like then I just kept getting treated a certain way until I like stopped it and started loving myself and caring about myself. And then I got treated a lot better. And now I'm treated like what my affirmations say. I've got my SP telling me exactly some of the things I write about. When I look back in my notebook, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So anyway, work on self-concept. So I'm putting together a freebie for you guys, something like a mini thing, something, I don't know. We'll get there. And if you're watching this in the future, there might be a link down below. I don't know for the freebie. We'll see. But I really want to start with self-concept, start at this beginning place, because it is vital. It's vital because everyone is you pushed out. So if you're not the most amazing creature in your reality, people are not going to treat you that way. When you affirm and believe that you are the most amazing thing ever, when you affirm that over and over, you'll start to believe it. Not that it really matters, because thoughts just create anyway. Dominant thoughts create. That people will treat you amazing. Amazing. So a few months ago, I was on my way to Vegas, and I went to the bank, and I was just on cloud 9. I was so happy. So I was like exuding this major happiness vibe, and my face was smiling. There was this older gentleman behind me in the line for the ATM, and he was just talking to me. He was kind of show off kind of thing of like trying to find his bank card amongst like 10 of them, and I was just like smiling like, haha, cause I don't care. But so, I don't care for people who brag, but, or men who brag especially, but anyone. So I was just like, oh, that's cool, whatever. And so I go to the ATM, and then I go to my car, and I was on the phone with someone, and then he was like staring at me from across the parking lot. And then he comes over to my car. I'm like, oh God, this guy's going to ask me out. I know it. And so I roll down my window, and he's like, he pulled out money. He handed me a $50 bill and said, I hope you have a great day, or something like that. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm actually on my way to Vegas right now. And so it was just a nice moment. It's one of those things where, when Abraham talks about, like, when you're happy, the world responds to you. I mean, they all say it, right? How whatever you're feeling, the world will respond to you. The universe responds to you. Everyone responds to you. So if you're incredibly happy, it's like the same, love is the same vibration as prosperity. Abundance, it's all there, right? It's all there. So when you exude love, exude happiness, the world responds to you, right? So when you walk around depressed and not nice, the world responds to you in that way too, right? So anyway, so your self-concept, important. How you feel is really important, because why not? Be happy. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I will be back on Wednesday, and have an amazing, amazing Monday. See you later. Bye.